Hi there, and welcome to the Healthy Eating and Happy Living Summit. Thank you guys so much for joining the summit, and thank you so much for joining this session. And first and foremost, thank you to Brianna for organizing this summit. It is truly an honor to be a part of it. So my name is Jessie Christensen, and I am a health coach and real food advocate for the busy woman who helps the busy woman learn how to nourish and love her body with ease and enjoyment without compromising on time or taste. And my topic today for this session is meal prep like a pro, 4 basic things every busy woman needs to know about nutrition. So I'm confident that after you get done watching this video, you'll be well on your way to a stress-free way of fueling your body and creating a meal plan to reach your goals. And so a little bit more background on why I wanted to do this session and why I'm so passionate about nutrition and meal planning together is that being an athlete my whole life, I became aware of at an early age the importance of fitness. And so going into college as a student athlete, I was introduced to many kinds of different workouts at the college level. Once I graduated, I had to find a workout that I enjoyed and that would help me continue to reach my goals. And when I say I tried everything from bar to hot yoga, from running half marathons to hiking. So it took me a few years, but I finally found what works best for myself and my body. And I went back to my first love, which is weightlifting with a little bit of cardio thrown in. And so because of my experience of being an athlete, I know what works well for me to be successful in my fitness goals. And so I know that my body loves weightlifting and I really don't like cardio, but I do it because I know it gets me the results I desire. However, I don't like cardio, so I don't like running, but I do enjoy biking or rowing, and so I do those instead. And I also know that I will do anything to get out of burpees. And so if you love burpees and you're listening to this, then please let me know your secret. But you know what I never learned being an athlete, all my years of trying to figure out what works well for me in my fitness, I never learned how to fuel my body correctly. Because yes, I would eat. Trust me, I know how to eat. I love to eat, but I didn't know the importance of basic nutrition. I didn't even know basic nutrition. I didn't know that nutrition gave me energy. I didn't know that nutrition gave me strength, that helps me feel better. I didn't know that what I put in my body would help me reach my goals better. I had no idea. And then finally, after years of gaining weight and feeling discouraged and having low energy, I reached out for help. I found a coach that showed me how to nourish my body with the right foods. She taught me how to proper nutrition for my body and the importance of creating meal plans to actually nourish my body and not just feed it. So creating meal plans and fuel my body correctly has been one of the best lifestyle changes that I have ever made, because who knew that nutrition was such a huge factor in reaching your goals? I mean, I sure didn't. And I'm sure every coach could tell you out here, every coach on this summit could probably tell you that you can never outwork a bad diet, because trust me, this girl tried. So it got me thinking that I couldn't be the only one that was really clueless about how to fuel my body correctly. And so this is why today I'm excited to teach you, the busy woman, to basic nutrition tips that can lead to big changes in our bodies and how to meal prep like a pro. So let's dive in. So during this video, I am going to share that timing matters, that when we eat and how often we eat can make a huge difference in our energy levels. I'm going to share about how carbohydrates are not bad, contrary to some popular trends, that carbohydrates are actually important and necessary in our diets. I'm going to share about macronutrients. I'm going to share how to balance macronutrients without feeling deprived. And then I'm going to share 6 super simple tips for the busy woman, again, to meal prep like a pro. And so I want to first start by saying just a quick note that the information I'm going to be sharing is very basic. Think of it as like Nutrition 101. The numbers that I share are all based on averages. So the average adult gets the average amount of exercise per week, which is two or more, or 2 or less. So if you are training or doing something that's not average, like breastfeeding or training for a marathon or CrossFit games, then email me and let me know if you want more information on how, and we can further chat if you want more information about that. And lastly, I am not a doctor, obviously, and so therefore, if you have any serious health conditions or health issues, I always encourage you to consult with your doctor or healthcare provider. So let's go into it. So I also want to mention that when it comes to looking and feeling our best, there are a lot of factors that go into this. So meal planning, eating out, fruits and vegetables, sports and exercise, whole foods, fast foods, hydration, weight management, condiments, alcohol, sauces, supplements, balancing our protein, fats, and carbs. So there's a lot that goes into it, right? So this video, we are specifically going to focus on meal planning and balancing our proteins, fats, and carbs, all right? So first thing I want to share is that all food is energy, all right? So, oh shoot, well, we'll just use this. So whether we are eating a steak or a carrot, we are eating energy, right? So this is, and I wish you guys could see all of what I have out. I have tons of like fake food here, and this is my potato, and I have a lot of fake food I'm going to show you a little bit later on. So this is a potato, right? So when we are eating, we are putting energy in our body, okay? This little paper clip is my weights. So let's say we are working out, we're cleaning the house, we are being active, energy is coming out, right? When we are working, moving our body, energy is going out. So when we're eating, energy is coming in. When we're working out, energy is coming out, right? Like this. So when we are eating a protein, fat, when we're eating any food, energy is coming in. When working out, energy is going out. Okay. So what do you think will happen if we eat a lot of energy coming in and we're not putting as much coming out? We'll probably gain some weight. If we're having a lot of energy come out and we're not as much as coming in, we're going to lose weight. And if we're eating the same amount, we're going to maintain. Okay. So energy in, energy out. This is how we get rid of energy. So I want to show you something fun that I have. This right here. I don't know how many of you guys know what this is. This is 1 pound of body fat, okay? This, when people tell me that they've only lost 5 pounds of body fat, you guys, 5 of these, this is a lot, right? Like right here or on their stomach or whatever it may be, losing 5 of these, losing 1 of these, you guys, is a tremendous victory, I think. I always say 5 pounds, how many pounds is amazing. So this is basically, body fat is stored energy, right? So if we're eating, our body's going to store it if we're not losing it. So body fat is extra stored energy. So when our body needs it, it's right here for it to use for energy, for better or for worse, okay? So how much energy is in 1 pound of body fat? So it's measured in calories, represents 3,500 calories. Again, body fat is extra storage that hasn't been excess energy that hasn't been burned. So if you want to lose weight, you need to burn 3,500 calories more than what you eat. So for example, if you eat like you're going to run a marathon, but you only go for a jog, you're going to have excess energy that's stored in your body, right? Because you're eating like you're going to expend a lot of energy, but you're not only going for a jog. So the trick is, how do we not overeat? How do we not overeat? And that's a question that I'll share later on in the video. So energy in, energy out. All right, timing. Let's talk about my timing. So did you know that timing matters? It does. I believe so. And did you know that babies eat every 2.5 to 3 hours? I'm positive that Brianna is experiencing this right now with her little bundle eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. I found that out quickly with my first nephew. He ate all the time. So our bodies are actually already designed and created to eat like that. So how cool is that? So I want you to do just a quick little exercise. I'll kind of do it with you. Is that think of your day. Let's say my day yesterday. This is, shoot, you can't really see it, but this is my day, my timeline. So think about the first time you put calories in your body to the last you put in our body. So the end of the day. So I'm going to share with you what I used to do. I used to wake up, have practice. So I'd eat something like this, like when I was in college. Then I might have a snack around lunch, and then I'd get home. I maybe would have dinner. I don't know. and then I would be starving because I didn't eat a lot, right? And then I would just go like this. I would eat, because I would justify, I didn't eat a lot, right? And it ends up going like this. And I call this the sunken ship. And because we eat a lot of carbs at night because we're hungry, right? And hello. And I would just carb dump before bed. And this does not do anything help for my body because our body doesn't have enough, doesn't have time to burn it off. So eating every 2.5 to 3 hours is a great way for our body to refuel, burn, refuel, burn, refuel, burn, refuel, burn. So you see, we're constantly keeping our metabolism going. So I believe that to look and feel your best, you eat evenly throughout the day. Okay, so timing matters. All right, let's jump into macronutrients, food categories. And this might be a word that you've heard thrown around many times, or with diets going around, nutrition. And it is important to know that all food can be split up into macronutrients. All foods are either considered a carbohydrate, a fat, or protein, and these are called macronutrients. And micronutrients are maybe the vitamins that go into those, but that's for another topic. We simply need macros, and understanding how what's in our food can really help us get our day figured out. So let's talk about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are really our first layer of daily intake. The average person's diet consists of about 50 to 60%, or average, like our calories, 50 to 60% of our calories, because they give us energy. Carbs give us energy, so they give us quick energy too. So one reason why we can overeat on carbs is when we are fatigued, because we want to grab a carb, because they give us energy, right? Like those quick, these cookies or brownies, we know they're going to give us quick energy, so we crave these when we're low on, when we're tired. Protein gives us strength, it helps us feel full, it helps build muscle, right? So, and then we have fats help us to feel full again. They help us with our temperature, body control, and it also provides nutrients. So all three of these also provide nutrients, but they all three kind of do have a separate function. So let's talk about carbs. What are examples of carbohydrates? So I'm going to try to get all my food here. Fruits. Some of you may know this, but all fruits are carbohydrates in the category of carbohydrates. We got grapes, cantaloupe, I got some blueberries, oranges. Fruits are carbohydrates. Vegetables. Now, there's a difference between starchy and non-starchy vegetables. So our starchy vegetables would probably be like corn, peas, carrots can be starchy. Okay, these are considered carbohydrates. The non-starchy ones, like the greens, broccoli, asparagus, I don't even count these as anything in my diet because let's be honest, if you load up on broccoli, then you're winning in life. So we got rice, potatoes, oatmeal, pancakes, pasta, baked potatoes, baked beans, and of course, all of our yummy pastries are carbohydrates. A lot of people think these are in the fat category because they might make us fat, but they're actually carbohydrates. Protein, chicken, tilapia, beef, eggs, ground beef. Got lots of fake protein here. And yes, of course, there are protein and plant products as well. However, in this video, we are going to be talking about the animal proteins. And fats, so good fats, avocado, olive oil, almonds. So those are the good fats. Then you got mayonnaise, French dressing, cream cheese, butter. All those are considered fats, okay? So macronutrients, carbohydrates, protein, or fats. Now you're probably asking, okay, Jessie, that's great, but how much? How do I balance those throughout the day to fit my goals, or even just to feel better? Let's talk about this. Let's design our day. And so this is where I want to I'm gonna put you over here. If you can see my day. Okay, so the goal is to balance these three macronutrients, right? During your day to not gain, right, the excess body fat. So, again, all these estimates I'm gonna be sharing with you are generalizations. So again, averages. So let's talk about portion sizes. We've all heard that we need to control our portions, right, when it comes to reaching our health goals. So carbohydrates, rule of thumb for carbohydrates is the palm of your hand is 1 portion size for carbohydrates. 1 portion size, right, is about 15 grams of carbs. Okay, and if you are taking notes, this is where you can start taking it down. Protein, again, protein, rule of thumb, 1 portion is the size of your hand. Chicken, 1 portion. Fish, 1 portion. And 1 portion, size of your hand, is 20 grams of carbs, okay? Fats, obviously they're not gonna be as big as our palm, but I always say about 2 thumb sizes. So margarine, 2 thumb sizes. French dressing, 2 thumb sizes. Cream cheese, 2 thumb sizes. So 1 portion of fat is 15 grams of fat, okay? Now that we have that, portion sizes, I call this nutrition in plain sight, because now we can make decisions or choices with using just our hand. How cool is that? So let's go into designing our day. How much carbohydrates should you have in a day? So again, right, our hands are as visual measuring cups. So let's personalize this. Okay, so if you are a woman that works out 2 or more times a day, then you should get 2 or more times a week, then you should get 10 portions of carbohydrates a day. If you work out 2 or less, then let's stick to 8. All right, so now let's do this. For me, I work out 2 or more times a week. So I get 10 choices, 10 portions of carbohydrates. So let's do this. I'm gonna get some oatmeal here. Oatmeal with, let's say, a banana, okay? There's 1 meal. And so remember, if we're planning out our day and we're eating every 2.5 to 3 hours, that's about 5 meals a day. So let's plan out 5 meals with 10 choices. We got oatmeal, and then let's say I'm gonna have some bread, maybe, and with a pancake. And these are not perfectly meals, this is just to give you a visual of how much food. So then I'm gonna have, I have a potato with some peas, and then I have some pasta with, let's say, some carrots, and then my last meal, I want a brownie and 2 cookies. 1, 2, 3, so 5 meals, 10 choices of carbs, okay? So let's move on to protein. Protein, here we go. Oh, let's back it up to carbs. So if you are counting, if you're someone who counts your macronutrients, okay? So my daily choices of carbs is 10. 10 times 15 is 150 grams of carbs a day. Let's go back to protein. So protein, remember the size of your hand is 1 choice, which is 1 choice, which is 20 grams of protein. So I get 5 of these because I work out 2 or more times a week. So 5. So what I have some eggs here. We'll go with, chicken, beef, tilapia, hamburger, right? There's my 5 choices of protein, which 5 times 20 is 100 grams of protein. At least give myself at least 100 grams of protein a day. So fat, rule of thumb, again, which is all our thumbs is portion, is for women, just 3 times 3 portions of fat. So we're just gonna go with some margarine here, some cream cheese here, and let's go with some butter here, okay? And I can't remember if I shared with you the choices for protein. So if I didn't, I'm gonna share it now. So protein, if you work out 2 or more times a week, then you should aim for 5 choices of protein. If you work out less than 2 times a week, then you should aim for 4 choices of protein. So that is why I chose 5. And fats, every woman averages 3 servings of fat. So this is what a normal day, this is an average day should look like, how you can plan your day, determining just by how many choices you get, by how much you work out, and then also just looking at the palm of your hand. And so most of us, however, want to lose, right, this stored energy, and we most likely want to lose this, right? That's kind of one of our goals. So my advice, my recommendation is taking away 2 choices of carbohydrates. So I have 10, and so let's say I want to lose some excess stored energy, I'm going to go down to 8. So let's say I get rid of like a piece in the afternoon, and let's get rid of some pasta right here. Okay, so I'm still eating quite a bit, right? Most of us really, we overeat and undernourish our body. This gives us a better way to really nourish our body and really fuel it with what we need. So I would try, if you're trying to lose weight, lower it down by 2 carbohydrates a day, and then do that for a week, and then see how you feel. Because remember, carbohydrates are actually really important and necessary to our diets. And so I really want to I really would love for you to walk away with today with really the nutrition in plain sight, right? The palm of our hand is one choice for carbohydrates and protein. And no matter where we are, we can always use our hands as a measuring cup. So it empowers us to be able to do that. Okay, so now that we know the basic nutrition, let's chat about 6 super simple ways we can meal prep like a pro. So number 1 is keep it simple. So who says that you have to have a big hearty dinner, meaty dish for dinner and all the fixings? Why not just have eggs and avocado toast? You totally can, right? You can have it in less than 15 minutes. So seen here, right, mine, let's say this is a lot of food and I don't have time for breakfast. So let's throw in a smoothie, right, in the morning, easy peasy. Gosh, I'm busy throughout the day, I don't want to eat this. No problem. Have another smoothie or a bar. You can absolutely do this. Keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Number 2, throw it on the barbecue, okay? For a full meal that's quick, easy, toss your favorite meats and vegetables and olive oil and throw them on the grill, right? Lunch and dinner are served in minutes. Plus you can do a lot of them at once to meal prep for the week. Number 3, buy pre-made salads, right? You want the crunchiness of variety and freshness of a salad, but let's be honest, you don't want all the meal prep work. Not a lot of people do. So consider buying pre-made salads from the grocery store and then just replacing those, dressings with olive oil or balsamic vinaigrette. And you can make a huge salad that can last all week to help you meal prep. Okay, number 4 is dump it in the slow cooker. Who loves crock pot? I do. So what I also love to encourage women is call these dump dinners. They can save you time and money and hassle. So basically they're crock pot meals planned ahead of time. So they're perfect meal for during the weekend or when you anticipate a busy week ahead or when you're just plain lazy. You can just dump everything in the morning and have it ready by evening. You can have the whole week planned out if you do it Sunday. And then number 5, make a batch and freeze food. Most food you can freeze. So when you actually do feel like cooking and meal prepping, get in the habit of making double or triple the recipe and then freezing the leftovers, because trust me, your lazy future self will thank you. Okay, and number 5, make overnight oats. These are my favorite things ever. So mornings are often can be busy, right? And the last thing you want to do is maybe make a big dinner or bake a big breakfast. So you can batch together a lot of overnight oats and have it for the whole weekend or the whole week ahead. So overnight oats are simple. My favorite recipe is just overnight oats with some blueberries, almond milk, some flax seeds and protein powder. Put them in mason jars, put them in the refrigerator overnight, grab and go. Super, super easy. So those are 6 super helpful tips to meal planning. That is all I have. I know I threw a lot of information at you. I hope you got something out of this. I want to encourage you to join the Facebook group, the Healthy and Sustainable Weight Loss Community, to share any of your takeaways, to ask speaker questions, to stay up to date on today's sessions, on the day's session. So join that Facebook group. I also want to share quickly for those who purchase the summit, for those who are what you get when you purchase the summit. You get the free opt-in, which is 6 quick healthy meals and snacks for every busy woman to fit into their meal plan. So all of these meals, the 6 are less than 30 minutes, and some of them will take less than 5 minutes, and they will help nourish your body from the inside out. And then my giveaway are those who specifically, so the freebie is something that you can opt into on my website, we'll just share later. The giveaway item is for those who purchase the summit, and so if you purchase the summit, you're gonna walk away with my signature, quick, creative, easy to modify 3-week meal plan. You guys, the first week is all about healthy and affordable meals. Second week is stress and anxiety support, and the week 3 is immunity support. So this is my signature 3-week meal plan, easy to modify using some of the tips that you've learned today. I'm really excited about this. So where can you find me if you want to stay connected? oh geez, my food's flying everywhere. I would love to connect with you at jessiebchristensen.com, and I am on Instagram. I love Instagram. It is my jam. Instagram.com, and then Jessie B. Christensen under health coach. I would love to stay connected with you. Again, thank you guys so much for joining the summit. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I know you're going to enjoy the ones later today. So hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.